brings nothing but exhaustion to their nerve senses. How was the day, friends?
What a foul day has it been. I could understand nothing. This supernaturalism seemed so confusing and unreal that I lost my interest in the middle of the class.
Have you heard Professor Bingham speaking about planchet when he was speaking about supernaturalism?
Yes, only that part seizes my interest for a few seconds. The rest is...
What if we call up the spirit of Shakespeare to teach us about his own plays? Wow, it will be surely a new experience altogether.
I'm already so excited.
They all returned to their hostel rooms and gathered at the same place the following midnight.
Let us sit under that oak and place our hands on a triangular point to call upon the spirit of Shakespeare.
They sit under an old oak tree beside the Shakespeare Hall and place their index fingers on a single point. Renish, Tasa, Uberaka, Biasa, Ikar, Shakespeare. Renish, Tasa, Uberaka, Biasa, Ikar, Shakespeare. Renish, Tasa, Uberaka, Biasa, Ikar, Shakespeare.
Shakespeare চলে এসেছে.
Suddenly, a baritone is heard from behind. There appears a grey beard clad in Elizabethan coat and doublet.
What are you doing here, children?
ভূতগুলো ঢুকছে.
We are trying to call upon the spirit of Shakespeare to learn from him about his plays. But who are you, sir? I have not seen you earlier.
I am Professor Law, Desmond Law. Come with me. Let me solace your numb senses.
Professor Law takes his students to an open theatre beside the college campus, and the students sit in silence before him, forming a semicircle.
Sir, could you tell us about Macbeth?
A long time ago, just after the start of the last millennium, Scotland was at war. Duncan, the King of Scotland, not only had to defend his country from marauding Viking hordes, but also from treacherous uprising within Scotland. His army was strengthened by brave, strong and valiant Scottish warriors. The greatest of them was Macbeth.
Again in thunder, lightning, or in a rain.
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
Before the setting of the sun.
Where's the place? Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth, 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 Macbeth.
Call to.
We're coming! There is a
day I have not seen.
A forest called forest? What's these? So withered and so wildly tired. That look not like the inhabitants of the earth. And yet are on it. Live you? Or are you what the man may question? You should be women. And yet your beards forbid me to interpret that is so.
Speak if you can. What are you?
So I stop with
All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis! All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Connor! All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee! Thou shalt be the king hereafter.
হালকা না ওটা পড়ে-
Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this dusty heap you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you.
যা
Whither are they
শোনার
vanished?
তো হ্যাঁ
Into the air, and what seemed corporeal melted.
Professor, could you tell us about Lady Macbeth? Can you reconcile the Lady Macbeth that walks in sleep with the Lady Macbeth that urges her husband to the crime?
I can see her walking in a nightgown with taper in hand. She is the very picture of cruelty. I'd say forthwith. Like Macbeth, she's ambitious. But she's ambitious for her husband. Her sleepwalking is the inevitable climax of a process of natural retribution.
Out, then spot. Out to say. 1, 2. Why did you stand to do it? Hell is murky. Why, my lord? Why? The soldier unafraid. What need we fear? Who knows it? When none can call a power to count. Yet who'd have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him? Did you mark that? Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What? Will his hands never be clean again? No more of that, my lord. No more of that. You mourn all with this starting. Go to. You've known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not. I'm sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Keep the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia were lost within the little hand. Oh. This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those who have walked in their sleep, who have died holily in their beds. Wash your hands. Put on your head, come. You're not so pale. Let him again. My uncle is buried. He cannot come out of his grave. Come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. The students were all spellbound and mesmerized. They never imagined that Shakespeare would be so interesting. However, the students had a lot of queries and they kept on asking those to the professor.
Why is love? Is life merely a tale told by an idiot? Full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
এই বাবা
Did Shakespeare have any answer to this eternal question?
I find it curious. Our joy does not spring from what we do, but why we do it. When we feel that life is a drag, we begin to philosophize and ask questions like these. I'm not trying to offend you. This is my own experience. We have gathered so many ideas, concepts, answers, expectations and desires, and all in all, put a lot into this rite. And in our honest effort, we have forgotten that it is just a rite.
Did Hamlet realize anything as such?
He realized forcefully that all men will eventually become dust. Even great men like Alexander the Great and Julius Caesar.
Come on now, life's gone, the world's gone, so sleep. Come on now, life is totally tired, so sleep.
Whose was it? A person that fellows it was. Whose do you think it was? Hey, I know not. Mysterious of him for a mad joke. He poured a flagon of Rhenish in my head once. The same skull. So, who's your skull? The king's gesture. This? Even that. Let me see.
Alas, poor Jerry. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite chest, most infinite faith. Here, hunger's lips that have kissed, I know not how oft. Where your chimes now, your gambols, your songs. Really, Horatio? Tell me one thing.
What's that, my lord?
Dost thou think Alexander looked on this fashion in the earth
Even so.
and smell so?
Even so, my lord.
Alexander was buried. Alexander returned to dust. The dust is art of art we make low. Imperial Caesar, dead and turned to clay. Oh, that art which kept the world in awe should patch a wall to expel the winter's flaw. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
Professor Law's explanations had already taken the students to a different era. They could see the characters coming alive before their eyes. But there was something uncanny about the professor that remained as an inexplainable conundrum. However, the student had a lot of queries, hence,
Professor, couldn't tell us about Prospero and his so potent magic art?
Did Shakespeare show us a pattern of doubt and reassurance of a father's obsessive need for attention and a daughter who fulfills it?
Name! lakes and groves. And ye that on the sands with printless foot do chase therein Neptune and do fly him when he comes back. You demi-puppets that by moonshine do the green sour ringlets make, whereof the ewe not bites. And you, whose pastime is to make midnight mushrooms, that rejoice to hear the solemn curfew, by whose aid weak masters thou ye be. I have bidden the noontide sun, call for the mutinous
इधर
winds,
खाता है
and fix
किसी
the green sea and
ये
the
बोले
joy
ये
fall,
हमारा
fetch
माता
the
आइलैंड
holy war.
है
हमारा
The
है
dread
हमारा है
rattling thunder, have I given fire and rifted Jove's down with his own mold? The strong maize promontory, have I made shade?
Gandhi,
and
Gandhi
by the
है, Gandhi.
spars plucked up the pine and cedar.
This island is mine. My sacred is my mother, who is not taken from me.
Thou most lying slave, whose stripes may move, not kindness. Graves at my command have waked their sleepers out and let them forth by my so potent dart. But this rough magic I here abjure. And when I have required some heavenly music, which even now I do, to work mine end upon their senses that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff, bury its certain fathoms in the earth, and deeper than did ever plummet sound, I'll drown my book.
Professor Law, where are you?
Professor Law, are you there?
Professor Law, are you there?
Professor Law, where are you? Professor Law, are you there?
Professor is nowhere, as if he melted away into the thin air of the place.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Rashu, than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
19 সেকেন্ড বললাম তো